Hi friends, today we will revise the chapter of dividend and declaration and payment of dividend. And the first question is regarding the transfer of profit to the reserve. Is there any compulsory amount to be transferred? No. The answer is no. There is no requirement of any amount to be transferred to the reserves. Company can transfer any amount as it is considered appropriate and has been left at the discretion of the company acting by its board of directors. We have to compare this with the Banking Regulation Act condition, which is in Banking Regulation Act we have to transfer minimum of 20% to the reserve fund. There are some exceptions in that case, and you have to refer that. But the condition is that there is a minimum requirement of 20%, and in here there is no minimum requirement of transfer of profit to the reserves. And in the second question we can deals with the declaration of dividend from reserves. In this case, the dividend can be declared from three sources: from the current year profits, from the past profits, and from the money received from the government as well. And if we declare dividend from the reserves, we have to comply with the Rule 3 of the Company's Declaration and Payment of Dividend Rules 2014. As per this Rule 3, we have to follow the four conditions. And first one is regarding the rate of the dividend. The rate should not exceed the rate of the dividend declared in the preceding 3 years, average of the preceding 3 years. And in the second case, the amount drawn from the reserves shall not exceed 1/10 of the paid up capital and free reserves. That is, we have to look closely that here in the requirement there is paid up capital plus free reserve requirements. The third condition is that amounts drawn should be first utilized to set off the losses incurred in the financial year. And the last condition is that there should be a balance of the reserve after the withdrawal of the amount, and the balance shall not fall below 15% of the paid up share capital. So we have to look that in this requirement there is 50% of its paid up share capital only. But in the second condition there is paid up capital and free reserves. Question number 3. It is regarding the non-payment of dividend and its punishment. If company has not paid the dividend within 30 days, what is punishment? In this case, every director is punishable if he is knowingly a party to the default. And the maximum punishment is the maximum imprisonment is 2 years, and with the fine of minimum of not less than 1,000 rupees per day for the such default continues. And the penalty for the company is companies have to pay simple interest. We have to look closely that this is on simple interest only and not compound interest at the rate of 18% per annum. And the fourth question is regarding non-payment of dividend again, plus its punishment, and also there is some exceptions regarding this. So in this case, company has diverted the amount from dividend. In this case also there is a punishment for the director who is knowingly a party to the default, and also to the company who is liable to pay simple interest. And same punishment we have seen in the question number 3 also. And in the last part, in the second part, it is said that we would be answering case of amount dividend to shareholders adjusted by company against certain dues to the company from the shareholders. In certain cases, company if company has not paid dividend, but there are some exceptions to this rule also. And one of them is that company against a company can is adjusted the company against certain dues to the company from the shareholder. Company has not paid dividend because it has adjusted the amount from the shareholder because of his liability to the company. In this case, company is not at the fault because of non-payment of dividend. And the fifth question deals with the failure to comply with the section 73 and 74. Every company has to comply section 73 and 74 before declaration of the dividend. Section 73 is a prohibition of acceptance of deposit from public, and 74 is repayment of deposits accepted before commencement of the act. So if company is violating section 73, that means company has accepted the deposit from public, and the company is violating section 74 means company has not repaid the deposits accepted. If company has violated these conditions, company cannot declare dividend on its equity shares. And the second part is regarding the declaration of the interim dividend. Interim, if there is a loss incurred during the current financial year up to end of quarter immediately preceding the date of declaration of interim dividend, such interim dividend shall not be declared at a rate higher than average dividends declared by the company during the immediately preceding 3 financial years. That means if company has incurred a loss during the current financial year up to the end of quarter where dividend is declared, there should be restrictions to the rate of dividend. In this case, dividend shall not be declared at a rate higher than the average dividend declared by the company during immediate preceding 3 financial years. The last question is regarding the non-payment of dividend exception, and in this case we have already seen that there are some exceptions to the section 127. That is, if company has failed because of these exceptions, company is not at fault. These are because of the operation of law, because the shareholder has given directions and the company cannot comply with it, and the company has communicated it to the shareholder. And third one is company has lawfully adjusted the amount against due of the shareholder. And fourth one is there is a dispute regarding the right to receive dividend. And last one is not due to the default of the company. If any of these are the reason for the non-payment of the dividend within 30 days, company is company is not liable under section 127. So in the first case, the shareholder has given directions to the company regarding the payment, and the company cannot comply with it, and the company has failed to communicate the matter to the shareholder. So we have already seen that if shareholder has given directions and the company cannot comply with it, it has to be communicated to the shareholder. In this case, company has failed to communicate to the shareholder, thus it will attract penal provisions on the company and the persons responsible for it. And in the second case, the amount is not dividend has not been paid because of the reason of operation of law. As you can see there, it is in the exception to the section 127. If a company has not paid a dividend because of the operation of law, it is not under any liability. This company is not attracting any penal provisions here. So we have to check the sections again. Here in the first question it is section 121 subsection 1, and in the second question it is rule 3 of the company's declaration and payment of dividend rules 2014, and the question number 3, the section is 127, and in the question number 4 section is also 127, and in the question number 5 we deal with sections 123 subsection 6, section 73 and section 74, and in the second part we deal with section 123 subsection 3, and in the last question we deal with section 127.